From trauma to joie de vivre. How is that possible? Welcome to Post-Trauma Secrets and Decluttering, where we go behind the scene and reveal how to free yourself. Come and discover the 4 dimensions of a decluttering journey with your hosts, Valerie and JM Tetro.
Oh, welcome, wonderful souls, to the episode number 13 already. Today we're going to talk about when trauma gets stuck in the body. We had so many questions about that. And on the internet, we've seen the question so many times. So we want to address this today. And we'll start with Valerie.
When I grew up, you know that I was abused. But what was happening is I was having tendinitis here and there. And we never know why. But when my secret get revealed, I became completely tired. Pain in all my body, in my head, in my arm, in my hand, everywhere, at the point that I was not functional. I mean, I was not able to get up and do something from my day. So I get diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And years pass and I work on healing my trauma. And I realized that there were a correlation. When my trauma was reducing its symptom, I was having less pain. When I was having more symptoms, my pain was worse. So it took years to be able to overcome my trauma and my fibromyalgia. But now I'm able to live the life that I want, do the activity that I desire, and work full-time without suffering. Does this make sense to you? So in my case, my trauma gets stuck in my body as fibromyalgia.
So this is only the tip of the iceberg. We're just talking about few things that get stuck in your body from the trauma. But is it true? And how do you know? I think it's true because we've seen it in many cases. When I was young, I've been bullied for years. I didn't thought it was affecting me other than just not being able to go at school without telling my parents or go in certain area of the city because I knew I was getting in trouble. But when I got to high school and older than that, I've seen that I had not tremors, but reflex, and I was protecting myself. So when I met Valerie, I was always protecting myself physically. And that's when I discovered that this trauma, and we're not talking PTSD trauma, but it was intense for me. And the bullying had stopped years before that, and it was still there, still in the body. And with the year, we learned that everybody has some reflex. Some people have muscle that tense up, spasms.
Sometimes, it can come as a tremors also. When I was with JM at the beginning, it was really hard.
The one thing that could get me out of this loop of the different trauma in my body was a gym. Any workout would focus me somewhere else, but chemically it was releasing the stress. And with time, we think it reduced so much that it's not there anymore. And I was doing meditation, and I was not meditating like a monk. It was so hard, but just doing 3 minutes, even if I was trying to do more, was enough to relax me. And I was doing martial art and different exercises. And so there are ways to reduce the effect of the trauma that are stuck in the body. We've seen it, and we have developed even programs to do that. But what of the point I was wondering is, does it get stuck forever for everyone else? And does it ever go away? Well, this is a long question to answer. So a good thing is in the next episode, we'll address that. So if you're interested, I really recommend you to listen to the next episode to know if it gets stuck forever in your body. But in this episode, I want to focus on ways to get through.
So how to really apply the strategies that JM just talked about when there are hundreds of triggers a day? You know, back then I was seeing my grandfather everywhere in the TV when I was walking. Any old person that I was seeing was my grandfather. And they gave me medicine. It worked a bit, but I was also having tons of nightmares. So I had the chance to be accepted in a program for trauma survivors, and they gave me multiple tools. And by practicing them daily, my triggers just fade out. So no matter what, you need to find a solution for yourself. And if you want, you can look at a program that we are so excited about because we worked on it for years, and it will be available by the end of this month. It is a 6-month program called Put That Stuff Down. We share these precious strategies and more to calm the mind and reduce the impact of the trauma. You can know more about it at www.dowellht.com/episode 13. Just to let you know, the link is also in the show notes. So on that, we're looking forward for the next episode, episode 14, on if the trauma ever goes away.
Thank you so much for taking time to listen to this episode. If you want to help break the trauma stigma, share this episode and give hope to your friends and let them know it is possible to get free from trauma. Valerie and JM want to help you further by offering you Declutter Your Life 101. Be sure to go to dowellht.com/free yourself. That's dowellht.com/free yourself to get your free quick summary and start your decluttering journey. Thanks again for tuning in, and be sure to join us next time to discover another secret on post-trauma secrets and decluttering.